across platforms. So bear with me while we test. I've also added Instagram this time, so I don't know whether Instagram will actually show up or not. I've got a couple of decks of my tea leaf reading cards here today, and while I'm waiting to see if anybody wants to join, I'll just run through what my tea leaf reading cards are. Tea leaf reading cards actually are all based upon common tea symbols that are found in teacups. And a lot of people don't realise, but Lenormand cards are actually based upon tasseography symbols, which is the art of divination by tea or coffee. And so everybody thinks that Madame Marie Lenormand was the originator, but no, there was actually a person way before her in the 17th century that's very little known. So Lenormand cards basically are tea symbols or coffee symbols. So if you've joined me, pop up and say hello. If you've got a question, I can do really short readings. Hello, Marianne, lovely to see you there. So I decided to put this in portrait mode because I realise a lot of people are looking on mobile devices, and some people probably got an earplug in sneaking at work, and why not? So if you've got a question, throw it at me. These are... this deck here is called Misty Cowl. It's actually one of my most popular decks, and it's just lovely, and it's got all the beautiful soft muted colours. And this one here is Royal Tea. I did this one several years ago. That is soft and pink, but I have so many different decks. There's many to choose from. So if you have joined me and you want a question, post me up a question and I'll try and get through as many as I can. Marianne, will I mend my riff with my son? Okay, let's have a look. That's very yes and no. So I'm just going to actually have a look at what the possibilities are with your son. So it seems to be happening a lot more these days to parents. And look, honestly, as a mother, we really don't deserve that. Now I'm just going to make sure I fit all of these in. Okay, so I can see here you've been left out in the cold. The castle literally there would tell me you're isolating. So there is... Castle in tea symbology literally means baby steps in order to succeed. You've got the house here, and then we've got the axe. So it tells me cutting away something that is family in order to succeed. I can't help but think is it there somewhere owning it, because axe is very powerful. And when I see that, I would say something that has been said, usually in family rifts, that would tell me a very toxic or big argument around the family, and it's going to be very slow. I actually want to layer on this though. Bells is very good, because that would tell me then, yes, it will mend, but it's going to take some time. And bells there with family would tell me if he's not living at home, or he's adult and grown, or living away, it's almost like coming to a public situation, which is like, do you meet up in a cafe? Own what's happened between you. I would say yes, you will mend it, but it's going to take some time. So like I said, axe is hard, and it can be very, very hard for you as a mum. So I can actually speak from experience on that matter as well. So, and it can take a very long time. In my situation, it was a personal one. It wasn't actually my son, it was his now ex-wife. So have some faith. It will mend, but it's going to take some time. Okay, I'll just mix those up in different area. Deb Simmons, I can see there you're saying, well, everything. I want more specific than everything, because you're not going to get everything in 3 cards. So if you do have more specific, let me know. So, not sure what time. Tell me whereabouts you guys are from. Are you in Australia? Are you in Europe? Are you in UK or US? I'd love to know where you all are. So while I'm waiting for further information, I'm just going to show you another couple of decks. Which one? That one. That one. I've got lots of things. Oh, you're in Victoria. Lovely. Hello, Aussie. I'll just have a look. Deb, life in general, darling, you're not going to get it in 3 cards. If you've got a specific question about a specific area of your life, then yes, post away. But life in general, you really need then to go and have a full reading with somebody, whether it's me or somebody else. Yeah, life in general, you need more info, darling. So, Central Coast, New South Wales, lovely. It's nice to see where people are from, because I know I get a lot of people in the US as well, usually. This card deck, while I'm waiting for Deb, is the Learner deck. And this one has all the keywords written on them. And it just makes it easier if you're starting out, and it's helping with your what do you call it? Helps the keywords. So your son and his behaviour. Sons, they really do give us some headaches, don't they? I've got a son and a daughter, and again, I'm just going to use, where's my other deck? Yeah, I'm just going to use this one. They really know how to blow it up on mothers. And look, I'm going to be really open here, and I see it on there is, I'm nearly 60, can you believe it? Mind you, my body thinks it's 100, but I am really, so I'm going to say it, we're all Aussies here at the moment, is I'm really pissed at the amount of adult kids and young adult kids who blame all their problems and bullshit on us as parents, not just mums, but dads too. And it's almost like, own your shit. Sorry, and that's just being really basic. You've got Baby, Peacock and Tunnel. Baby here tells me literally behaving very immature. The Peacock here tells me very ego-driven immaturity. And the Tunnel here would tell me, yes, he will improve, but it's like literally he has to step out of the shadows in order to see his path. And with a Peacock looking away, it's almost like, nah, la, my ego's so big, I am not looking at my immaturity. I'd love to know how old your son is here. So Camel here would tell me it's going to hit him hard, and he's really going to need to hit literally rock bottom before he sees his own behaviour and his own ego. He's really got to step out of the shadows. I also would look at too in here, like when I say I hear voices, I'm not schizophrenic, but I'm clairaudient. And what I'm seeing here and what I'm hearing here is there a particular person that he is attached to that is also taking him down the wrong path? Because it's almost like they are so cocksure that they think their opinion and their view is the only view. Okay, so you got the autism. Does he have, how severe is your autism? And does he have some friendship circles that are also not helping the situation? Because I keep feeling here that there's friendships. Eagle here too, very headstrong. You know, I know autism, yes, it is a disability, but he's very headstrong in the immaturity here, because it's almost like the ego is weighing out everything else. So it's not good, not good. So, but yes, like I said, autism is a whole new thing. So he's mild, okay, and Big Brother doesn't help. No, it's cocksure. Literally, it's the only way I can say it. And like I said, I have to say, with being a parent these days, and yet my kids are old, they should know bloody better. I've got a son who's 41 and a daughter who's 38, and I still now and again get these things, and we shouldn't have to. So, not as parents, not as parents. So, which is not good. So he will improve, but it can take a little while, but he has to see what he's doing first. But Eagle here tells me very strong, very dominant, and can be very, very opinionated, because it literally means I rule. So not good. So I hope that gets a little bit better there. Oh, hello, Amal. Lovely to see you, darling. Been a while. I know I haven't been online for a while. So how's your writing going? I hope everything is doing really well. So I hope things improve, Deb. It's a tough gig when you are trying to do that, and when they are young adults and they don't want to listen to us because, you know, parents are stupid. We know nothing. Yeah. So I have to say I don't think this digital age is helping at all either, because they're seeing all this crap all over TikTok and all that sort of jazz, and it's just out of control. It really is absolutely out of control. Do you have a question, Amal? So, because I thought I'd just pop on to see if anybody's around. I'm just testing out my restream again to see where it covers, and if it does go across to Instagram as well now. They keep changing everything on me. I used to be able to stream in Facebook groups, and now they've stopped that. So if you've got a question, let me know. I'm just going to lay out some cards and let's just have a look and see what's the rest of the week hold up for us all. It's only Monday. Can you tell me about the project that did not go ahead? Okay, let's have a look at this project. Whoops. Plane, different direction. There, I'd say actually you've taken a totally different direction, or you need to look at a totally different direction for it not going ahead. Plane here literally means taking things in a totally different direction. The wine glasses would tell me, though, by taking the different direction, you'll get better odds. And your letter here would tell me either some sort of documents, contract, or signing away some rights if you need to. But your plane here, I would say use your same project, but totally gut it and rejig it, because an aeroplane, think of the easiest way to explain it is, say you're sitting in the aeroplane and you're thinking, great, we're heading off to Bali and we're going to have a lovely summer holiday laying by the pool, and before the plane takes off and you're on the tarmac, they suddenly announce, sorry guys, we're not going to Bali, we're heading to New Zealand. And you're then thinking, oh shit, it's not working. Plane is that feeling, which means you thought you were going somewhere, but your change of direction can actually be a better option for you, which tells me pull the same project and rip it apart, because you'll get better successes there. So, because Wineglass tells me celebration support, and there is celebration support in writing. Was this another book? Because it's interesting, you got written matter there. So, Fiona, I'm just reading your question too. Could I ask, am I safe at home? So I really hope you are, darling, because that sounds to me like domestic violence. It's a very big question. It really should be one and not in a public arena. I will see what comes out. Let me have a look. All right. Okay. Let's see. Just want to have a look. Boot, candles, bellows. They would tell me there could be some bit of bluing, bit of arguments. Bellows usually means heated, which was something to do where it's like almost like somebody that can go off really quickly. You've got boot here, which is interesting. Boot literally is a movement sign, which tells me, is it you that needs to literally get out of the house? Candle here is good things, because it tells me good things are happening for you. Candles are very spiritual connections, and you've got bellows. So it's almost like two fire signs there would tell me this is probably a pretty hard or hostile environment for you. And the boot, though, would mean you need to make some changes. So if there's another party in the house that's causing the problems, it may take you taking some very big steps forward in order to change it. So I don't see here real harsh stuff. As far as that, telephone here tells me you need a hell of a lot more communication. And to be honest, a telephone there would tell me try and get some advice, whether it's legal or it's something like Beyond Blue or one of the lifelines. I would say you need to talk some things through, because here is you taking a different step. So have a look at it. Amal, so it's a TV series that you rejigged into a web series. So I'd rejig it again, or is it time that you look at back to what you originally planned it for? So things like web series, things like web radios, like I know there's a big one called iHeartRadio that's supposed to have lots of different readers and spiritual and things like that. They don't get much traffic. It doesn't matter how much they promote it, they don't get a lot of traffic. So I would look and think, do you take it back to what the core purpose was that you wanted it to? Because I'd say, yeah, rejig it, pull it apart and look at it where you want it to be and what was the original core process or the core subject that you wanted to get out there. Was it in TV, or did you think web series was a better option? So I would say pull it apart, yeah. So Fiona, I do hope you are okay at home. That does concern me when somebody asks about safety, but it's like you are needing to take some steps forward for yourself. Don't always rely on the other party. The mystery's wonderful, isn't it? I just love it. I actually entered this into some awards. So I'll know soon whether it's nominated into some awards. So we thought, why not? But I love it. Oh, hello, Tim. How are you? Yes, cards are very responsive. It's always interesting to see what they happen. Oh, hello, Chelsea. Lovely to see you. So I thought I'd just pop on and see if I can still work my streaming. It's been a lot of months since I've been on. The last couple of years have been a tough one for us. If you've got a question, Timothy or Chelsea, let me know. We're only doing little 3-card ones, so we can't look at years and months and big things like that in 3-card reading. So I'll just lay out and have a look at what's the next few days got ahead for us. Scales there means fairly open and balanced. Pipe here tells us good mature males around us. Shooting star here tells us some very good things that are happening for us this week when we least expect them. Scale says very thing. It often means don't procrastinate, put everything out there. It is about balance and equality. But I often see scales come up in readings as being open and very transparent. The pipe is mature males, but pipe also means anybody who's trying to bullshit you, literally smoke and mirrors, is look deeper. And shooting star is the blessings, don't miss them, and they often mean take the plunge the moment you see it. So shooting stars we don't very often get to see, but when you do, grab it and run with those wishes and the dreams that you have. So they are very deep for only 3 cards for a reading. So I would have a good week. They look all right for a week. So do you have a question, Chelsea or Timothy? Only got a few people here. It doesn't tell. That just tells me I only got a few people watching. Because if I don't get many soon, I will probably jump offline. I should have probably put up a post to announce it, but I thought I'd just jump on and test it. So, because it just, it's been giving me the blink lately. But I thought, yeah, so that's the Magical Mystery deck with all the colours. beautiful colours. This one is the Learner deck, which has keywords written on them. Chelsea, you've met someone recently. Curious if there's anything coming from that. I'm going to use the pink deck because that's all love and romance and soft. So, it's a very challenging time for people to date. My daughter's been trying, and oh my God, the talent out there available isn't great. And I'm hearing it from both sides, guys and gals, and it doesn't seem to matter what age. Right, Cat here would tell me, nice and comfortable. Usually Cat with someone you meet, though, is about trust. So there would tell me, dig deep into and follow, do you trust this person? I find this interesting because cherries are the newness of sweet love. And cherries, though, means options. So it's very rarely it's singular. And when I look at that, it would tell me, yes, this person might be nice, but is there also another candidate in the picture? And Dancer in a relationship would tell me really good sexual connection. Sorry if that's too much information, but it literally means body to body between the sheets. But your big things there would tell me make sure all is as it seems and trust. I still would not close my eyes off to another candidate, and the chemistry is pretty good. I just want to actually have a look here on other candidates. Bat here would tell me again, look at this person or the relationship possibilities with very open eyes and open senses. Bats are blind, but yet they are the most intelligent creature on our earth plane, which means look beyond what you just see, open up what you feel. So tell me what's going on. The cat meowing as I drew that card. I get freaky things that happen like that. It's like when my random doorbell rings here. Hello, Annie. It's so lovely to see you, gorgeous. Annie is another fellow reader, guys. So write her name down too. She's another fellow Aussie, Victorian gal. But Chelsea, yeah, I have a random doorbell here, and some people, if you know about it, it can ring at any random time of the day or night. And I actually recorded it and saved it on my phone the other month or so. I actually had a lady here, and we record her reading, and as we spoke about her late mother, and her late mother, and my doorbell rang, and it rang twice. I'm just going to see if I can find that video because it was unbelievable that it happened, and I thought, how the hell does that work? I don't know where I've put it now. I'm just looking on my phone. Mind you, my phone is covered in teacup pictures. So I'll just have a look and see if I can find it. Videos. Because it was just so strange. Is that it? Hang on. No, that's not it. It was a while ago, and that's the thing, and I just can't remember if it happened there. Oh no, that's not that one. I don't know. I probably deleted it. I hope not. But anyway, I'd kept it somewhere, and it was my doorbell just rang, and it rang twice. The moment I opened my mouth, and I had said, "That's your late mother communicating with you." Hello, Deirdre. Oh, you do remember it, Chelsea, yeah. And like I said, I get really random things like that because doorbells happen, cats meow, all sorts of weird things. I don't know why. And it's like my doorbell, I always say it's my spirit doorbell. And you know, I've changed it 3 times. And what it's been doing now, so the spirits are obviously getting stronger in this room because what it's been doing now is in battery doorbells, you've got to take the back off and flick little switches to change the tune, and you can't change it unless you flick a switch. Well, the damn thing now is picking its own tune, and that's the third doorbell and the third different brand. So I don't know why. Hi, Deirdre, do you have a question, darling? Or Annie, do you have a question? So I've just thought I'd pull out my cards and do a short live. Yeah, it is important to listen, because it's almost like the universe is hitting harder and confirming harder to really pay attention to it. Interesting with cats, because cats are about trust. Cat is usually female. So when looking at a relationship and a new relationship, and I'd see a cat, I'd say first and foremost, make sure that you are the only female there. That there is not another female in the back cupboard, but also investigate trust. And it's like, got to be your trust, but also them. If they are possessive with you, if they're asking things about, send me a picture of you and your girlfriends at lunch and all of that stuff. Lots of people fall victim to it and think, oh, that's really cute, oh, they really love, or they really care. But it's not good. It then develops into control and domination and monitoring and things like that. So, just make sure. So, oh, lovely, Annie. Hi, Sue. Lovely to see you. I've got lots of Aussies. Deirdre, if you've got a question, post up. Let's have a look, Annie, and see what there is there for you. Whoops, sorry, I'm rocking my thing. I wonder if I can bring that up. I might get a bit more room. No, it probably won't be close enough. I'll bring it down. So, what's going on with you, Annie? Oh, hang on, help sort them up the right way. Oh, that's a lovely card. Child is nice. Oh, this is very deep, Annie, because you've literally got spiritual connection, but new spiritual connections. And grave, we've got our light side, but it's also the bottom or the last card, which tells me somebody is connecting with you. And believe it or not, sometimes when we see child, they can be either two things: new spirits to you, or new guides, or children's spirits connecting to you. These can be right down to someone close, can be a relative. It could be where you may have had a girlfriend even have a miscarriage or something, but it just tells me new spiritual connections. And the eye is just gorgeous, because it literally means where you are tuning in stronger and stronger and stronger as it goes. Even more beautiful, we've got the heart. Doing what you love is the best thing. And I do remember you coming from a totally different career many years ago. These are beautiful. You are on the right path that you need to be. He was only 20 years old. My God, he was only a babe. But that is beautiful, because it's spirits that are connecting through you. So if your son's open to it, which I'm sure he would be with you as mum, I'd sit him down and tell him, screenshot these. I'll leave them there so you can screenshot it, because there's something that is strong there in it. I'm actually just going to, I'm using my big charm collection. What was his name? What was his name, darling? I'd love to know the name. I'm casting as well. Hang on, I'll put these up in my hand so you can see them better. Oops. All right, come here. Now, he's been reaching out more than one occasion. We've got octopus. Octopus, a lot of people don't realise either, are extremely psychic abilities, or, super senses. They really look up octopus in spirituality. You will see it is very, very prominent in spirituality. You've also got the tunnel or the bridge, which literally means the linking between the afterlife. Praying hands here would tell me he's at peace. It literally is peace and grace. Music symbol is two things: hearing, which is clairaudient, but music symbols literally mean harmony. And the clock here tells me it was his time. Even though 20, it won't be right for his mum or anyone who loved him, but the clock is literally, it was time. The moon here is two things. Again, really tap into your intuition. And moon is emotion. So, like I said, a very young man to be lost at, he's only a babe at 20, young Clay. So, but screenshot, oh, that's nice that he actually literally loved music. But screenshot those. I want you to have a talk to your son, because there's messages there that he is really, really coming across. And I look at that and say, again, messages from him through you is it was time, peace and harmony, though he still will remain contact. So that's very deep. Yeah, so very deep. If anything comes up for you, and Chelsea, no, I haven't got any new merch coming at the moment because I've got a lot of stuff I've really got to offload, particularly here in Oz because we are at the end of financial year and I'm so bad I still haven't even done my tax from last year, and I've got the accountant on my own case and I'm going la 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 because I hate doing stuff like that. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I used to be a finance manager in a past life. How fun is that? Oh, I don't mean past life, but in corporate world when I was still there. And yet I hate dealing with that side of it. So, Deirdre, what have you got coming up? Oh, I'm upside down again. Pipe is, like I said, beautiful, mature men spirits. They often are connected to father symbols. Rose is mother symbols. Pipe or hat are father symbols. Bridge here is interesting, and clock. Have you got an older male in spirit world? Because clock here is literally someone getting very impatient with you because of the connections. And I find that absolutely amazing because they would tell me an older male in spirit is getting a little bit pissy with you because you are not sitting connecting. Because bridge is the link between where you stand today and the link of where they are. So I would say there's someone trying to tap in through you. Very interesting. Tell me more about this older male. Lantern here would tell me illumination. It means safe journey. Because lantern is light. And think of, I probably go overboard, but I like to explain it. Lantern is, think of, for those of you who know, Florence Nightingale. Remember the nurse who carried the lantern through the night to make sure the injured soldiers during the war were safe overnight and they got to live through the night. Well, lantern's that same feeling. It literally means light and safe journey, which means a person is still trying to connect to you. So I'd really love to know more about this person, Deirdre. So he and son love music, so I'm just trying to read there. Oh, sorry, Timothy, I probably went too far. Could be father. Okay, let's have a look. I'm using my tea pendulum. Isn't it lovely? Every time I've had these, they sell like hotcakes, but I haven't had my brother makes these. I do the tea part, and these are all turned on a metal lathe, and these, he even turns the brass, and it's solid brass right through the middle, to get the nice weight. And my brother makes them on a metal lathe. And that one I've just beaded, but they don't normally come beaded. But this I've got crystals on it. So I'm actually asking with my pendulum dearie, is it father or stepfather? So, by the way, before I get started, my pendulums swing anti-clockwise for yeses. So, is this father? Okay, it's giving me a yes. So, is it birth father? Yes. Okay. Interesting, though, that you weren't really close to them. So That's very interesting. So I'm actually just going to do some charms on what are they trying to tell you. I'm going to put them on my hand so you can see them. It's interesting because lips is communication, literally means talk, chatter. Everyone thinks lips as in kissy and what have you. Flowers is beautiful, grateful, gratitude. It's like thank yous. It's interesting if he's absent in your life because bellows there, it's almost like keep things burning or keep the fire burning. I'd look at that there and say he's probably very grateful for you, even though you didn't have a lot of contact or he was very absent, because there is gratitude and keep the fires burning in your communication. So very interesting. Do you want to, I'll hold them there if you want to take a screenshot. I'll try and get my hand out the way because sometimes these are interesting to do. So hopefully you've got a screenshot now. Let me have a look. I've got, oh, hello, Hayley. How are you, gorgeous? Yes, it's rare. I bet you're all shocked that I'm actually on your camera. So you throw me a question if you like. Now, Sue Slattery, anything from Spirit. Let's have a look. Let's see what's coming up for you. Right. Letter, communication, bridge again, skull. Oh, now this is interesting. Everybody sees skull and they think death and mayhem and oh shit problems and so on. But skull literally is your headspace. And it's interesting because your headspace is pointing away last. Your letter is communication. Your bridge here tells me the journey or the linking of communication to your headspace. And those literally would tell me offload out of your headspace something that has dragged along and really probably given you the shits or given you lots of stress, because it literally means sail forward, leave that shit behind. I actually want to have another look. I here tells me your instincts or spirit is telling you to let that shit go. Sorry, I swear, we're Australian. Because your headspace is counting on it. So anything or anyone that has been problems here, it's like too much stress, don't need that in my headspace. Then here is the eye, means trust in your senses. So really open, sit, feel, contemplate what is it you are not feeling 100% right with. Think of it as NQR. So not quite right. Yeah. So I hope that helps a wee bit. Yes, I'm all right, Hayley. Things are okay with me. Just cold down here in Victoria. It's been bloody freezing the last few days, or our kind of freezing, my kind of freezing, because I do not cope with the cold very well. Do you have a question at all, Hayley? Because I'm happy to answer. Because there's not many people around, so I will probably finish up with you, Hayley. Let me know, darling. Super hot. Yeah, I've heard though you guys are getting really hot and yet we're getting the really cold. So you're in Fahrenheit, I think. Yesterday here it was only like 13 degrees all day, 13 degrees Celsius, and that's bloody cold. Well, it is for us as Australians. Yeah. So, oh, thank you, Sue. It's lovely. Do you have a question, Hayley? I hope things are going all right with the kids. I know what's happened there. So, cold in South Australia. Yeah, you'd be similar, although South Australia is usually a little bit better than Victoria. But I think it's just hitting us really bad. There really isn't any preference done. So it's just whatever I grab on hand. Like I said, I got out a teacup, but then I just didn't bother. Like, this is what I haven't listed this one yet. I'm not sure whether I want to because I just love it because of the poppies. And it's, yeah, I'm a big sucker when I keep my own ones to them. And that's the saucer, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, but I'm a big sucker for the red poppies. Yeah, but either one, hitting the bones for sure it is, that's for sure. Hayley, you want to look at a relationship. Now, have you got somebody? Yeah, your heart would be. have you got somebody currently, or are we looking for somebody? Because they are different, mean different things. If we've got somebody in the pipeline or looking for love. So I'll just wait for you. But yeah, no preference really. It's just, yeah, grab whatever I grab. So, you know, when clients come in here, my room's full of teacups in this tea room, and they grab whichever they're drawn to, really. That's basically it. I allow the clients to choose. So you're holding on to the ex-partner, should we let go? Right, hang on, helps when I'm up the right way. This tells me it was a very fickle and hostile relationship, darling. Hi Cindy, lovely to see you, beautiful. This hanging on to a relationship, canon there literally is probably not, because canon often is too many arguments, too many disputes, and often comes up when someone's more dominant than the other or trying to control the relationship. Butterfly tells me, again, very fickle relationship, because butterfly is nice and fun and joyful, but not long lasting. Bridge here would tell me, though, it's probably time for the journey forward for you. Because even if I'm looking at directions and you still follow this journey, your journey then is into fickle situations. And those two tend to be looking at each other. So I hope you can see those right up there. You've got an arrow looking at each other. But then you've got your canon, which tells me too much hard work. So I would say enter somebody new. I'm actually going to draw again for you though, because I want to have a look at new person coming in. Yeah, isn't it funny how the bridges keep coming out, and yet I shove them in random because I know sometimes cards will come out in the same pairs. So let's have a look, Hayley. We need new. What's about new? Comb. That's girlfriend approval. Boot here. Can't believe it. Bridge again. Which again, boot and bridge now are looking at each other. So, which means literally get out there, darling, and means a new journey. Your comb here usually means interference, and it can be interference and working through small problems, and it's usually female. And sometimes these can be your best friends who may have really good intentions, sometimes mothers who will say, oh, do this or do that, and they mean well, but it's almost like thanks, but no thanks. But it does often mean a relationship that's girlfriend approved, because it literally means a person entering through a tick of approval to the friends. But boot and bridge would tell me new journey. Yeah, so I would say it's time for a new journey. So absolutely, Cindy, if you've got a question, darling, just let me know. And like, this is what I've been doing. I've actually been picking up just random cards and putting them in the deck, and I think we've had the bridge out 3 or 4 times already. So it's quite amazing. And I just need a mouthful of my tea. So if you do have a question, let me know. Yeah, the bridge, I can't believe it, because the bridge means a different journey, and it often means where you stand today and where you're heading can be 2 totally different paths. And it's interesting, boot and bridge, because there would tell me literally stepping up to take a different path. Needs more couch. Yes, we do. Will this month be successful in business? Okay, so that's a really brilliant sign to start with. This one's come out a lot too. I'm actually going to go a little bit further here. I'm just bringing up 5 instead. Shooting star is really good for you, because it literally tells me good things that happen suddenly that you really weren't banking on. It literally means what do you call it? strike while the iron's hot, and it means something like someone's hit you around the head and you thought, shit, I wasn't expecting that. But shooting star is good expectings. Bellows here tells me putting in the fire. So when I see that to related to business, bellows would tell me, is it down to marketing or advertising, and there's something you need to add life to? Because it literally means don't allow the embers to die. Hat here is really good for business because it literally means rise in social status. And when I say rise in social status, that's very old fashioned, but it literally means rise. And it's rise and improving in business, improving in respect, improving in money and successes. Top hats were for the idle rich and the gentry, and we in Australia, we used to call them snotbox, the hanky hat or the cloth caps, were for the paupers. So hat is very good. Pipe here also would tell me, though, make sure you have two things. A good path open for you there. You are thinking along the mature line, because it does often mean mature. Pipe also, though, can be smoke and mirrors, which means in business, if there's someone dicking you around, look through it. Your telephone here, again, would tell me good communication. It's almost like advertise a little and you gain a lot. So I wish I could say the same. So I tried some ads on Facebook ads and stuff, but they're bloody lame. Yeah. So, but they look good for business. Amal, yes, I have been doing private readings again. Send me a message or what, or an email. My email's info@teawithkarin.com. I've been doing, I can do them over Zoom because I know you're in New South Wales. But I haven't been doing many. I've kept the appointments down pretty low. So, because I've just got too many other things I've really got to do. So, but yeah, that's about it. Well, guys, I think I will. I know I love that shooting star card. These are a beautiful deck, and I've got them on. They're on the YouTube, but the link's in the Etsy stores and the website page where you can see a card flip through. Because, like I said, the imagery on these, I just love these. Look at my mermaid, isn't she beautiful? The ring, the drum. These are very different symbols than some of the other decks. You know, we've got the drum is different, castle same, bells different, child same, wine glass is different, shooting star is different, kisses is different, grapes is different, rose, pipe is different, axe is different, plane is different, lantern is, question mark, money, bridge is different, hat's different, playing cards, comb is different, skull is, fish isn't, triangle isn't, grave isn't, clock is, horseshoe, bellows, cannon, umbrella's different, eyes different, candles different. So there is a lot that are very different symbols, but they are very relevant. So, but anyway, that's it for me, guys. Short and sweet. And thanks for joining me anyway. It's been so lovely to have you here. Yeah, I know the stories I have to tell in some of these readings is pretty funny. I always think, is it the diary of a tea leaf reader? So, yeah, you do get some strange things. Yeah. But anyway, have a good week, everybody, and hopefully I'll get back on some other time. But what I might do is announce it a day or two before, so that way people know when I'm around. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by and your support.